We're gonna watch it flies for a minute at a time with John and Niall, and I guess you just rhyme with Bat Minute!
Attention, citizens of Fair Gotham. Welcome to Bat Minute and Robin, the show that kicks the ice of Joel Schumacher's incredible film, Batman and Robin, 1 minute at a time. I am one of your hosts, John Parker.
This is the reason Mark Maron works alone. I just came up with that, and then I ballsed it up by mumbling over it. This is the co-host, Niall McGowan.
This is minute 3. And the minute starts with Robin in red. And it ends with some red hot wheels.
Hey, yeah. And we're reunited with our good old buddy Chris O'Donnell here. Get him see him in his full-on glory.
We get his handsome visage commanding our attention immediately. I do like the mask. I usually hate a Robin mask, but I think this one is quite cool.
Well, like in a flip of everything I said about the bat suit, this is a great outfit. I love this Robin suit. This is again, it's essentially it's his Nightwing outfit, but retooled for the cape.
Well, that's the best middle ground, I think, because Nightwing looks a lot cooler, but to me, he's very boring.
Oh, so I love Nightwing.
Robin is not boring, but he looks lame.
I think they, we'll go in deep in the various Robin costumes, throughout the movie because we got time, we got nothing but time.
Thanks, Regina Spektor.
I really like Nightwing because Dick Grayson is just a smart alecky character, and it's again, I even enjoy little elements, even in the beginning, the last minute, like when he had Batman's fist. And then Robin shows his gauntlet with a little cocky flourish. I was like, that's actually kind of accurate to the character. He would have a little cocky flourish and stuff. And there are Robin outfits that I really love. I know some people really do love that Forever Robin outfit. I'm still, it wasn't for me. But this I get. It does still feel very much like Bruce has just gone, just take the old outfit and do whatever the hell you want with it. But
in a way, that's better because, of course, he would do that. He's got this stuff laying around.
Yeah, but it feels very much like, their relationship in these movies, instead of it being like father and son or ward and whatever the guy who's in charge of the ward is.
My ward.
I think they're supposed to be more like brothers. And it does kind of feel like, oh, these are hand-me-downs. So I give him my little brother my hand-me-downs and stuff. So I like, So again, beyond the nipples, as that was even an episode of the title last season. But if you took those nipples out, it's a great outfit.
I also like how visually I think they fit together very well. Like a lot of the time, I think Robin sort of doesn't go with the way Batman looks. It's a very strange contrast. Whereas here, I think they've got, a great middle ground. Like that mask, that looks like it fits in this Batman's world.
Yeah.
The one that Robin has on his face, it almost looks like a bat logo.
I think, again, it does strike me as that, like, it's kind of like a Robin logo he was also trying out. And it's just like, and I actually get to this in the original script, that there is an element that, like, Dick Grayson's just trying out loads of crap, and he can't make up his mind about everything, and it's just like, and it irritates Bruce, because he's like, just, back in friggin' 89, he was going out, I was like, I'm Batman, this is the logo, this is the outfit, learn it well, for it's the chilling sound of your doom. Dick Grayson's coming out, I was like, you're called Robin now? What's your symbol? R, what's that for? Oh, now it's a friggin' bird on your chest. Oh, now it's a dangling thing that looked a bit like a dick. What is this thing that you're... But it works. It does work, actually. I'll give them that. And speaking of all that, though, so we do have the grand, epic opening. And then, much like with Batman Forever, that was undercut with, may I suggest you take a sandwich with you, sir? And I'll get drive-through. This is immediately undercut with, I want a car. Chicks dig the car. And to be fair to George Clooney, his reaction is apt of just like, Jesus Christ, kid.
It feels real. Like the actor himself has gone, what the hell?
Yes.
Because you know, as soon as this line comes out, like I know I said it in the previous minutes, but as soon as you hear this, you are like, oh, this is a different movie. This isn't going to be like the last one.
Although, weirdly, he's quoting the last movie. He's quoting.
Yeah, even better. He is quoting it.
Although, again, annoyingly, he's misquoting it because it wasn't chicks dig the car, it was chicks love the car. So it's like, God damn it, you can't even get my own lines back. But that opened up a world to me, though, of like, Batman said that to Chase Meridian. How does Dick Grayson know that chicks dig the car?
Well, when he slept with Chase Meridian.
Presumably it is. It's like, maybe that's why Chase ain't around. It's like, oh yeah, because she, as we discussed, was into like, you know, leather jackets, earrings, you know, motorcycles.
Yeah.
And now it's, you know, tight black rubber. And now she got a man who do you both. And so I think she might well have gone over to Dick. And then yeah, now she's at the bottom of some chasm in the Batcave. Dick's still kind of taking the piss. It's like, oh yeah, chicks dig the car, right, Bruce? Like, oh, you goddamn.
That's how he got her. He was in the car. It's like Twin Peaks James, you know, when he's got Evelyn over the car.
Have you heard the recent speculative rumors? Maybe they'll turn out to be true. I don't know. But of antics on the set of The Batman?
Oh, yeah. Guest of the show, Dave Pallas, has brought it to my attention.
Yeah, the rumor is that Matt Reeves is furious at Robert Pattinson and will not make a sequel with him because he caught him and Zoe Kravitz having sex on the Batmobile. And apparently Zoe Kravitz is pregnant out of this. It's like... Oh,
right. Okay, now that bit sounds a bit far-fetched.
No. And then Matt Reeves opened the closet and they were making babies. And then the baby looked at him, John. And then...
I'll tell you what, right? If they did, cool, whatever.
Well, I was, as soon as I heard that, I was like, fair play, because it's like, you're like, I'm Batman, you're Catwoman. Let's on the Batmobile. It'll be fun as long as you don't break it. Which Robert Pattinson, to be fair, probably could break it because he blew up that microwave in that one interview. So,
who hasn't? You know, been in an outfit for maybe a costume party and then ended up getting frisky.
I would fully, you know, support their decision to do that. But it is also like, hey, maybe Zoe Kravitz. She's like, chicks do dig the car. And Robert Pattinson's like, well, I've got it. Let's go.
Well, this car's clearly, I said it was nuclear. It's clearly been souped up by Doc Brown or something.
It was nuclear. It's like, oh yeah, he had sex on it, and then like his genitals fell off or something.
Whoa!
It's like
maybe they mutated.
Or maybe that's what happened to Chase Meridian. It's like, oh yeah, she morphed into like a monster.
She is the car.
She's this universe versions of like Solomon Grundy now or something because she just got hulked into Solomon Grundy to gamma radiation emanating from this damn car.
It messes them all up. I'll tell you what, though, I do like this dynamic between Batman and Robin. Like, Robin saying absolute nonsense like this. You know, only to be met with Batman being a grumpy git about it, like me. You know, it makes sense.
I think it does what, you know, it's not evoking your Burt Ward and Adam West Batman because they were like the best of chums. But this is, you know, there's precedent for this in the comics of like Dick being a little mouthy asshole, or Jason Todd as well. You know, Jason Todd is always kind of this coming out with crap. And Batman been just like, ugh, you know, begrudgingly having this kid around. And it's like, it is annoying. And it is a kind of like, it does set a tone of the movie where I can see a lot of people have been like, wait, what? This is the film?
Yeah.
But
I reckon a lot of people, if they're looking for a Burton-style movie, this is where they're like, I'm out already.
Yeah.
I'm walking out of the cinema.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Like, at 10 years old, I knew that this wasn't the Batman movie for me. So it was a long period of time I just didn't watch this film. So.
I get it. As much as I like it, I do understand. I get it totally. But Batman, though, he does manage to... He's grumpy, but he comes back with a quip of his own, which I hate. Because Robin says that, and then he goes, this is why Superman works alone. And it's like, well... I hate it because that's not entirely true. Superman doesn't always work alone. How many times has Superman had sidekicks? Sometimes he has a dog.
Yeah.
With a cape.
Yeah, Crypto. Helix, as we discussed on the show. Friggin' Jimmy Olsen and Lois Lane. Well, they're like, what am I, chopped liver? Come on.
He never works alone. He works alone about 5% of the time.
Although the thing is, this does bring back memories to me because, like, well, one, they did mention Metropolis in the last movie, so
Yeah.
the Superman been in this universe. Although you could say Metropolis exists, maybe Superman is still a fictional comic book character, and Batman is referencing that.
No, I get the impression this is almost like it's laying the groundwork. Like, we could maybe do a crossover if this works.
That's what I'm actually coming to, because at this time, and I remember the rumor's been pretty damn hot, because this 97, this is the time when Tim Burton's ill-fated Superman Lives project was in production. And
of course,
as we'll be talking about, because I think we're supposed to do a thing throughout the summer, we'll definitely be doing a table read of Kevin Smith's original script for Superman Returns, because people don't know, we've done several table reads of various Batman scripts, and Superman Lives is one that's coming up for July or August or thereabouts. But in that script, Batman has a cameo. And the rumor was at the time, on the schoolyard, there was chat that George Clooney or Michael Keaton was going to be doing the part. And it's kind of weird because you read it, and Kevin Smith's a man, his Batman work is known because he's like, Batman getting drunk and pissing himself and stuff like that. Like, he's sort of all over the place with his reputation. But his Batman in the Superman Lives script kind of rings very true. Like, that comes across a lot more Batmanish than George Clooney does. He makes an appearance during Superman's funeral because, as we all know, people love making Superman movies where Superman dies now for some reason, and where he's just not Superman for a bit.
Why do they always do that? Is it because Superman, he's almost too powerful?
Yeah, I think
so. It's like, well, it's boring, so we need to take the powers away.
I think it's just one of those things you gotta, that was always the thing with that show, Heroes. Because that was always like, every episode was like someone finds they've got powers and then they lose their powers. It's just like, you gotta, now how they're gonna get their powers back. Like, oh, for God's sake,
I want to see a Superman one, though, where they just lean into it. Just have him do everything under the sun. I don't care. Like, I've seen him lose his powers. I'm not interested. I don't want a depressed, mopey Superman who can't do anything. Just have Superman spin the world backwards one more time.
Well, and mentioning the sun, John, actually appropriately enough, the context of the Batman scene is like, it's Superman's funeral, and then Batman intercepts the airwaves because it's been televised everywhere. And the Batman logo shows up, and then he shows up to give like a little eulogy, and he's like, oh yes, we've lost a hero and all this kind of thing. But the reason he can't be there in person is because Gotham is in absolute chaos because it's dark all the time. Do you want to know what the plot line to Superman Lives is?
Did Mr. Burns blank out the sun?
That is exactly what happens in this. And it's around the same damn time. It's like this thing. It's like Kevin Smith was just watching TV. He's like, sure. Because obviously Superman is powered by the rays of the sun. So Brainiac friggin' puts a big blocker in front of the sun. And it's like, You can't, Kevin, you can't do that. Like, Mr. Burns just did that.
Simpsons did it.
Yeah, Simpsons did it. You can't get away with that. But so that is the context of that scene. So it's like that's pretty bonkers, man. But
that's amazing. I love that so much.
But so there we go. The little Superman nod. Superman, man of many sidekicks, but it does not work alone. But I don't mind it as in the context of this whole movie. It's just like, okay, it's ironic Batman saying it too because he is classically the ultimate loner, but here he is now saddled with this teenage dirtbag over here.
That's an excellent point.
Doesn't even know himself anymore. But so then we get a move into action as Batman leaps into this new Batmobile, and I did note as well, as, you write jokes about it, but then maybe this was supposed to be the intent. A Batmobile with distinctly one seat.
Yes, I looked that up, and despite being the biggest Batmobile, it has the fewest seats.
I think it's almost as if like he like, I don't want this guy in the car with me. Like I just want this is my car. When I'm in, like, I have to fight crime with you, but when I'm in the car, that's me time. Okay,
you do your own thing. It's fine.
It reminded me weirdly of the Lego Batman movie because it has a bit where he's trying to fly around everyone in the Batjet. And they're like, why do you only have one seat? And he's just like, last time I checked, I only have one butt. But weirdly enough, the Lego Batman movie does a better job of the having a movie about the relationship between Batman and Robin, where he's learning to become like a good teammate and stuff. better than this
okay.
movie. That was a movie that would have should have been called the Lego Batman and Robin movie, because that's what it's about. But yeah, it really feels like he's just like, yeah, one seat, and then yeah, leave me the hell alone, kid. And then of course we get friggin' oh no, that was another thing I wanted to bring up in terms of the Superman reference. We obviously had Superman referenced or Metropolis was mentioned in Batman Forever. And then recently rewatched Joel Schumacher's A Time to Kill, which he did between Forever and Batman and Robin. And at one point, Sandra Bullock's character is referred to as Lois Lane in that movie, like jokingly by the court. And I was like, oh, so is this guy 3 movies in a row? He had a Superman reference. And then I recently rewatched as well, like way back, Joel Schumacher's The Incredible Shrinking Woman. And that has the Hulk referenced in it. And then I was like, oh yeah, Lost Boys, he has the Dark Knight Returns, and those are comic book stuff. It's like, I wonder if you go through all Joel Schumacher's movies, does he have a superhero reference in all of them? Was there one in Falling Down? I don't remember a Strachan one, but...
Off the top of my head, no, but I wasn't looking for it.
But yeah, I think I might have to make my way back through. See, like the Phantom of the Opera, it brings up like the Phantom with Billy Zane by coincidence or something. But
when I was a kid, I loved that, and yet again, I bet it's terrible.
Oh, I do know people now who like defend it to the death, but it was one of those ones. As a kid, for me, it's like that outfit looks stupid, and I won't give this film a chance.
Yeah, but I'm someone who, I adore purple.
Let's say I love purple, but that was just like, it looks stupid to me. Like, again, I'm coming off, that Batman suit was like, that looks cool. Why is this guy just wearing purple spandex? That looks, if you want purple, you got the Joker in a cool purple suit. Like, why would you go for Billy Zane in spandex? But,
yeah, okay, yeah, I see that.
But actually, in the interest of, is it the first with? Oh no, we did other ones in other episodes. But I was going to say the season's first Everything's Connected, because I was saying there it has Sandra Bullock referred to as Lois Lane in A Time to Kill. Which is based on a John Grisham novel, and in between movies, in between Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, Chris O'Donnell made The Chamber, which is a John Grisham adaptation, starring Gene Hackman, and directed by James Foley, who, weirdly enough, we were just talking about in the Wild Mountain Thyme episode. He's the guy who directed the 50 Shades movies, and also did episodes of Twin Peaks and Hannibal and stuff. And then he was also in Love and War, where Chris O'Donnell played Ernest Hemingway during World War I when he was an ambulance driver, and he falls in love with Sandra Bullock. So, hashtag everything's connected.
Everything's connected. Buy the t-shirt or the mug on TeePublic.
But don't you buy the pillowcase. Don't you dare.
Get it on a mask if you like.
Oh, yeah. No, for a second there, I thought you, like, we selling, like, weird kinky masks? And I was like, that's right, the pandemic. Yeah, I forgot about that.
That's if you go to batminutexxx.com.
Batminute After Dark. Although, weirdly enough, it's always dark with Batman.
I genuinely want us to do at some point, a Batminute After Dark podcast where we just, we just let loose, we just swear, we just whatever, and we review fanfic.
Well, I believe she was her idea. I believe we do have to do an episode with Brittany Simon reviewing a Batman porno. Like that was a thing. So I was like, particularly after this season too, it's like, hey, anything's on the cards now. Like once you're done with it, we don't have to be like tied into the franchise. Like, hey, go ahead, review whatever Batman material.
Although at the same time, listeners, right? When this season's over, we are continuing in this vein.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all I'm going to say.
But we won't be like, you have to do movies connected to the actors and stuff. We'll be like, no, it can just be whatever. Although we're kind of already like, it can just be whatever.
Yeah, but what I mean is we're going to do minute by minute of other Batman themes.
Yes.
We're not just going to stop. I know the original pitch 4 years ago, whatever, was to stop. We're not going to stop. Speaking of working or not working or whatever your opinion is, Alfred is here.
Yay!
And he comes out with a line that I like, personally. He goes, do try and bring this one back in one piece, sir, about the car. Because it tells you all you need to know about why the car's different, I think. Like, no further info is needed. The previous one, if you remember, was destroyed. So Batman's gone, you know what? I'm just going to change the car then. Fine.
Yeah. Batman gives him a wave, but in many ways, I think it's almost like he's flipping him the bird. He's like,
yeah. He's like, whatever.
Although the thing of flipping the bird, that throwing bird thing that Robin has, is that supposed to be a flipping the bird joke? Throwing bird?
I don't know. And that only makes sense to Americans anyway, because we don't say flipping the bird over here, do we?
Yeah, but it would be quite a juvenile thing that would tie in with Dick Grayson, I guess. So.
It would.
Yeah.
I don't know. Americans, let us know. Do you see it that way? Because over here, that doesn't play.
But that was a little bit miffed at Alfred saying this, because it's very judgmental. Do try to bring this one back. Because one, this is indicating, are we to take it that this is the first Batmobile since forever, and that he has yet to take this out? Because this is like, this is hot off the press, this new Batmobile.
That is a question I was going to have for you, is that the case or not? Because, again, how much time has passed? If the last time he had a Batmobile is the one the Riddler destroyed, surely this is quite close to that time?
Yeah.
But that doesn't make sense with other things in the movie.
And the other
but
side...
But if it's like a year later, then, is that saying he's had another Batmobile that he has destroyed? Yeah,
because it would seem weird for Batman to be Batmobile-less for so long.
Yeah.
So it could be that in universe, maybe he's reckoned... Because I also thought it was a bit judgmental of Alfred to be because the first one, the Batmobile, if you're considering this all in continuity, which I guess you can't really.
Well, you kind of have to loosely pretend that it's the same. Yeah.
But the destruction of that Batmobile, where it fell apart, although we did see him remake it later, so whatever, but that was to save his life, was to discard all the bits so he could slide through that, turn it into the Bat Cucumber.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, who let the Riddler in? Alfred. You're throwing shade over here. You were the one who was opening the door to trick-or-treaters and couldn't see that it was two fully grown men.
He should have said this to him, gone right up to his face. Who let them in? Oh!
Maybe that's it. He's just like, you know what? I'm just going to get in my car. I'm gonna drive it off. Okay? I'm getting away from the kid and his stupid, I want a car. Because it's like, God damn, get a job, asshole. You want a car? Go out and buy your own.
Although, maybe if he keeps taking them out and getting them destroyed, maybe that explains why this one is slightly cheaper than the previous one. Because it's like, he keeps breaking them. We need to cut the costs. This is stupid.
I guess, and he also now has to split his costs with this other guy. So it's like, can't just go out and buy myself that nice fiberglass monstrosity. I have to, this one's like
cut a few corners here and there. Yeah.
Yeah. Although, and then it also, because it is bigger, but it's the same engine, it gives the illusion of being an upgrade when it's actually technically it's just cheaper and stuff.
He's just rebadged it, you fool.
Yeah. So, okay. I think we're cracking the mysteries of what's going on between movies here.
And Robin has his own vehicle here, popping out of some insane case. He has what appears to be a bike.
I like that too, though, in that Batman is zoomed off. And this thing designed to keep Robin's bike is coming up so slowly. As if he's like, I want to make as much of a distance between me and that asshole as I possibly can.
By the time Robin's there, the whole action's over. Jeez.
I think I might be interested. I can't stand. I need to. This is all passive aggressive. Hoping he gets the message. And it's also kind of like he can't even have his bike out in the open. It has to be hidden beneath Bruce's car.
Because even that's embarrassing to me.
I don't want to see it. And even if the only time it's allowed out in the cave is when I'm not in there. That's kind of it's like their property. I don't even want to friggin' think about that property being on my property.
Well, it looks cool in the case, though, and the case sort of opens halfway, in this minute, second 25. It looks like a perfume bottle. It looks like I Have Alien Man by Thierry Mugler.
Thierry Henry.
Thierry Henry. No, it looks like a Thierry Mugler cologne.
Oh.
The bottle looks exactly like this. Alien Man. Alien Man has a purple tinge. This has a red tinge. But otherwise, yes, it looks exactly like that. I could fully see them doing that deliberately, but I think in this case, no. It's just a happenstance of the pausing.
I also do... The interior of the box really reminds me of... This is very specific, and I don't think they're going for this, but in 7, when they go to investigate John Doe's apartment...
Oh!
And he's got that red crucifix... It looked like that to me. And to be fair, Joel Schumacher does rip off 7 with 8mm in the next movie, so maybe it was in his head. I'm like, yeah, I really like that red crucifix thing in the really dingy apartment. That was cool.
How long would 7 have been out when they started this, though?
Oh no, it was out in 95. So like, it
95.
definitely was in the ether. They totally could have seen it.
Okay, I thought it was a little bit later. So okay, yeah, maybe it's possible. And it's a great movie.
Oh, it's a fantastic film. But I do appreciate the needless flash of the neon piping.
Oh, there's no point to it whatsoever.
It's very much like, it's like buying nice underwear for yourself. You know, no one else is going to see it but you. But
I'm wearing my favorite underwear right now.
And then, do you have notes on the opening scene of the script yourself, John? Are we saving it for a different minute?
No, I do. I've got the script in front of me right now. I'm keeping it up at all times because I particularly found amusing where Batman says to Robin, he's like, "Nice suit. And today you are?" And his response is, "Nightwing, scourge of darkest evil." And Batman goes, "This is all about fashion for you, isn't it?" And Robin, "It's the gear. Chicks love the gear."
Yeah. I've noted that has been like, it was like an evolution of the line. And then Joel Schumacher's like, people love that chicks love the car thing. Maybe I need to bring that back or something. But I did think it was odd that, yeah, it's like they I don't know why I actually like that. But then maybe they were like, people might get confused and think like he's supposed to be called Nightwing and the movie's called Batman and Robin.
I get that. Personally, I think it's funnier.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see why maybe people, because a lot of people, even today, right? I know we know. Go up to a normal person on the street, they know Robin, they don't know Nightwing.
Exactly. Yeah. But the thing is, it suits very well the character. Like, is a posturing, flip-flopping teenager. He's like, every day it's something new, and there's a new trend, there's a new thing he wants to get in on, and it's just
because he's 15.
Yeah, and it's just like Bruce is just like, all right, what's the day, like. So I thought I think that's a better opening, honestly. But again, it could be that they're like, why he's calling himself Nightwing now, but the movie's called Batman and Robin. So.
But Alfred has a worse line.
Yes,
because he then goes, "Do call if you're going to be late for dinner, sir." It's like, okay, that's not like funny.
No, this is I will note though, there is of course a novelization of Batman and Robin, and it's not anywhere near the same extent. It's not Peter David this time coming back. Tragically.
They obviously went, what the hell did that guy do?
It's either he opted out or they were like, no. So they got a fella called Michael Jan Friedman to come in. We'll talk about him more as we go on as well. Mm-hmm. But different opening. And the thing is, okay, Michael Jan Friedman looked at this script and was like, you know what this needs? And what every Batman movie needs is a flashback to the Wayne murders.
Oh yeah. We have barely seen it.
So the opening scene of the novelization is the Wayne murders, and it's like, dude, for the love of God. And the thing is, I kind of understand why he does it, but it leads to nothing. And the thing is, John, you know what the opening line of the novelization is?
Oh God. No, I can't think.
The opening line is, "There was a storm coming."
Ah!
It's like, God damn it! Are you trying to kill me? Are you trying to give me like a brain seizure or something? Like, I'm gonna have a stroke for all this.
And
crap.
Is this a storm coming on the night the Waynes died?
That's the thing.
Oh.
It's a weird. I kind of forgive him the Wayne murders thing because the whole thing is that Bruce has this memory now of sleet was falling the night it happened. So basically, ice is falling out of the sky is what they're trying to
connect to freeze, basically.
Yeah, but the thing is, it never comes up again. So I'd be fair enough if like that, ice had some sort of traumatic, triggering
it could be like
effect.
a trigger. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would make perfect sense. Doesn't ever come up. Like I think maybe he was going to Michael Jan Friedman was going to do something like that. And they're like, we're not going down that Peter David route again.
Oh.
Stick to the goddamn script.
No, that would have been quite fun. Yeah, a little bit different. Like, that could be an extra reason why Freeze gets to him.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. So I would have been completely on board with that. But I just noted that has been like, yeah, the novelizations again to spend 5 pages on a goddamn Wayne murders just to get the little sleep business in. They do mention a couple of things that really indicate that this is not in continuity to the original films, though, because it has the whole recreation. There's no "Did you ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?" It mentions Thomas Wayne having a mustache. We know the guy we saw in the movie didn't have a mustache. They're coming out of Zorro, which of course avid Batman listeners will know that they were of course coming out of Footlight Frenzy.
Yeah, who did we talk about that with? Was it Brady?
I think it was Brady. I think
Brady
actually.
Crane.
I think Footlight Frenzy came up again last season, and Brady Crane was like, "Yeah, you talked to me about that." And I was like, "Oh my god, what a weird coincidence!" It was either that or maybe it came up in Batman Returns, but I think it came up with Brady twice by sheer random happenstance.
Good old Brady.
But yeah, so just like, well, that's maybe it's just like Batman Returns still seems to be the one movie unmarked by a need to go back to the goddamn Wayne murders.
Yeah, even I'm like, come on, move on, man. It's a bit much now. It's getting a bit silly.
But yeah, I mean, do you have any? Because we do have, of course, Dick waiting for his bike to be unveiled in its entirety.
His Dick Rocket.
Yeah, it's gonna be Dick waiting for his Dick Rocket to be unsheathed.
The other thing I had was a note saying Elle Macpherson. Remember when she was a thing? For some reason.
I think it was 1997 specifically. So.
Like I don't want to. I'm not an oil painting, right? By any means. I like a potato goblin, but actually that probably excites an Irishman. But but I never understood the thing with Elle Macpherson. Am I weird?
No, I don't really get her either. Like that's, I mean, I look at her and be like, oh, of course, I guess she's an attractive woman, but I would never be like, whoa,
Yeah, I don't get it.
There'd be no like jaws dropping, beating myself on the head with my own shoe kind of thing. Like it's
and I know we're both quirky characters who like interesting looking people, so we're not the norm, but still.
No, that's like, well, we've got plenty of time to cover Elle Macpherson, I guess.
Oh, we're gonna delve into that. We're gonna talk about Friends and everything.
Oh god, one of her episodes in Friends did leave a big impact on me. To be fair, because every single New Year, I feel the impulse to go, no year.
I know the one. Because I just watched it like a couple of months ago. Yeah.
No, the only other note I had was again in rewatching A Time to Kill recently. I put it up in the listeners' cave so people might remember when this happened. But they do mention there's a Judge Dent in that.
Oh.
So I was like, I wonder if Joel threw that in as a little like. He's just mentioned in passing. He's not an actual character, but it's like, yeah, maybe he's like, I made a movie about a district attorney called Dent. I'll throw in a little reference.
I want to make a movie and call a character Billy D. Dent.
Yeah, something like that would be. Well, maybe not for Joel Schumacher. He's just like, well, I did recast.
Exactly. Yeah.
But actually, it was Akiva Goldsman wrote the script, so I guess it could be Akiva going like, yep, I threw in the Dent thing. So
that's true, actually. Yeah.
But
little Akiva.
Of course, and all that talk about Sandra Bullock as well would be remiss if we also didn't mention that Sandra Bullock was, of course, one of the people in contention to play Dr. Chase Meridian last season. To be fair, I think Nicole Kidman kind of nailed that part. I can't imagine Sandra Bullock in that highly charged sexual kind of position.
Like she would have been good as a character called Dr. Chase Meridian, who's like, yeah, she's like a psychiatrist or whatever. That makes sense, but not that Dr. Chase Meridian. I
mean, the only time I ever think about Sandra Bullock and sexual positioning is like that weird scene in Demolition Man, where it is very weird and awkward. So it's like,
because it's supposed to be, yeah.
Although maybe they that might have added to it. It's like, yeah, she's really friggin' horny, but it's like it just comes across as weird or something. But
that actually would have been quite interesting. Yeah.
But no, I think that's the only other note I did have is a minor one of like just the mentioning of the word gear, because that always makes me think now of there's a scene in Broad City where Abby's just like, oh, it's all my gear, and Alana's just like, gear. like taking the piss out of the word gear.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kind of like, I guess if you say it like that, it is a weird word. But
Well, today, I believe today, as of recording, Alana has announced she's pregnant.
I saw that. Yeah. That's the same day as my friend Alice Lacey in a similar-ish post where the similar pose of showing the stomach and stuff was like in a similar angle. I was like, oh, something in the air today.
When this releases, I'm sure it'll be 6 months old news. But yeah.
It's like Alana Glazer's demon spawn has taken over the world.
Alana coming soon as a guest on Batman. No, I can't promise that.
Oh, man. I thought I would love that. Either of the two of them. Both of them, ideally, but like either of the two.
Let's do it, baby. So while we go and sort that out, do come and talk to us on all the social media. Give us your money on Patreon because we need it to pay the fees because we're poor. And we will be back on Monday with more Bat Minute and Robin.
Next time, get to the chopper! A Teen Titans totally toyetic transport takes off with pizzazz, while a forlorn butler is forced to cancel the pizzas. But while some caped claws cruise past credits for producers Uzlan and Melniker, which approaching Austrian Iceman will be given his moniker? We finally get Frosty next week, Bat fans. Same Bat Pod, different Bat Minute.
We'll be back.
Arr.